If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 118 of the My Player series here on FIFA 16. We start with a cup game against Albacete. As you can see though, on the horizon there is a game in the La Liga season against Rayo Vallecano. I don't know whether we'll be fit enough to play that one. We might be rested and then played against Anderlecht. Or we'll play against Vallecano and then we'll probably miss the Anderlecht game at the beginning of the next episode. I'm not sure which way around the manager is going to work it to this particular point, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? So we'll start with Albacete. Not the strongest of sizes. Well, Albacete, you would have thought, aren't going to be the strongest of opponents, I don't suppose. But we've got Piazzon on the left-hand side with Vidal. I guess it's quite a strong side. Jan Vertonghen, PK, Alves, Alba. Actually, yeah, no, it's quite a strong side. I saw Piazzon there as one of the names in Poco and thought, oh, maybe he's starting a rotation side. But to be fair, there's a lot of high-rated players there. So hopefully we'll be good enough to see off the test of Albacete. You would have thought so. And then we'll take on either Vallecano or Anderlecht in the La Liga/Champions League, whichever order they come around in. But drop the video a like if you enjoy, of course, and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't to this point, to ensure you don't miss out on any further content. A brand new career mode will start in a couple of days' time, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that. It will be a Serie A career mode, the vote of which, as I record this Monday afternoon, is still open, but by the time you see this Tuesday evening, it may be closed. If it is still open, then there is still a chance to have your say. I will have said on Twitter, I mentioned on Twitter, whether I've closed the vote or whether it's still open or not, although it does seem pretty one-sided right now, or there is a definite leader right now as I record this, so it may have been closed. I don't know. Best thing to do is follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description down below. But let's jump into this game at home against Albacete then, see if we can get ourselves a good first leg lead in the Copa del Rey. Jordi Alba into Piazzon, to Jordi Alba again. Little drop of the shoulder. He's going to feed Biscuits, he'll feed me, and I will pass it into the stride of Luis Suarez, who's played it into me, and that is a 1-0 lead immediately after 4 minutes. The first touch there was actually genuinely really bad. I was holding the sprint button just trying to get into position, but actually the heaviness of the touch burst it past the defender, and he wasn't ready for it. Missed, he dropped the shoulder, thought I was going to go one way, we burst the other, tried to leave a dangling leg, got nowhere near it, and then it was just a case of finessing it at the near post. 4 minutes in, it's Barcelona 1, Albacete 0. Antonito down the line to Hara, in behind Jordi Alba here, and he's beaten him again there. Turn inside, there is a man in support. I'm not sure whether he's offside here. The man in the middle was offside. I think Carmona was on as the ball came in. He was, and had he made a more controlled connection on that, that could have been a stunning equaliser for Albacete. Sadly for them though, after 15 minutes, it wasn't. Poco down the right-hand side. He's gone for the early cross. Perhaps ill-advised in that situation, but Alex Vidal's stolen the ball off the defender, and Luis Suarez, well, has a snapshot that wasn't really of any real consequence. He's definitely much better than that, Luis Suarez. Could probably have found the top corner with that if he actually tried, but just swung a leg at it and he went over the bar. Here's Hara in behind. There's a cross. That should be... Oh, it has to be surely. How have they not equalised there? That ball across the face of goal was absolutely brilliant. The man at the back post... Just, I don't know whether it was a skewed shot or it was genuinely meant as a pass to the man at the back post that turned into be the back post, because the initial cross was towards the back post, if you see what I mean. But the ball back across was very good as well. Probably was a shot that was just skewed towards the teammate, but unfortunately wasn't able to win the header at the back post. Albacete had a couple of good chances here to equalise. They just haven't been able to take them, unfortunately for them. We'll hopefully be able to keep them out for the rest of the game. But if they're going to continue to create chances of that quality, I wouldn't put it past them getting a goal sooner rather than later. We get the advantage there from the free kick. Poco finds Piazzon. The ball is going to bounce free. Poco gets it under control. So he's going to look for me down the line. I'll cut back through this gap and he'll find me. I'll get it to Suarez. Again, he goes for the early, quick first-time shot. And again, it goes wide. Luis Suarez doesn't seemingly give two shits about this game. He's just quite happy to just stand there on the edge of the box and swing legs at it. Carmona, tackled by Dani Alves. Get him on the quick counter-attack. As you can see, Iniesta and Lionel Messi have just come on in this second half. It's been a slow half, really. I don't think there's been any goal-scoring opportunities. We might be able to get one here, though, if we can play through Luis Suarez. He may return the ball to me, actually. He's forced himself very wide. There's the cross. Nobody there at the back post. Dangerous or extremely well defended. The header back to one defender who tests it down to his goalkeeper. That was either lucky or just Fantastic, fantastic, clever play. We'll get this out to Lionel Messi. We might get another opportunity here, but Messi's pass is uncharacteristically very poor. 15 or so minutes to go here in the second half, and it looks like it's going to be a slim 1-0 win. Alex Vidal steals it off the defender. This could be a good opportunity. There's plenty of us rushing forward. Myself, Sergio Aguero, Messi, although Aguero's just dropped off there for some reason. Messi's going to get on the end of this, and it's looping towards the back post. It's actually the defender that won that header, unless it deflected off him when Messi tried to win the header. It's going to be a corner to Barcelona. We're standing up into the box. Chance for a second goal at the very end of the game. PK down to Aguero on the edge of the box, who hit that very cleanly and was arrowing towards the bottom corner, but unfortunately there was a man on the line able to get it away. Great opportunity to make it 2 to really put the stamp on the tie and give us a good 2-0 lead, 2-goal lead to head into the second leg. But it is only going to be the slim 1-goal margin. That 4th minute opener is going to be all she wrote for this particular first leg. We'll hopefully be able to build on that in the second, but a win is a win, and we'll take it regardless of the fact that, to be fair, they could have had a goal or two themselves if they'd been able to take their efforts. They had 57% possession, Albacete there. We had 6 efforts, they had 3, none of which, though, were on target, unfortunately, for them. So we'll head into the next game. Like I say, not sure whether it's going to be against Vallecano or Anderlecht. We'll have to wait and see which one I get selected for, because there's only a 3-game gap between the this game and the Vallecano one, as you can see, and there's a 2-day gap between Vallecano and Anderlecht. Which one will we be selected for? We've been selected for this one. Okay, well, we'll play this one then. Maxwell Cornet starting up top. This one is more of a heavily rotated side. Maxwell Cornet, the youngster from Lyon in real life, who's going to be starting up top for us, with Lucas Piazzon and Christian Teo out wide this time. Sergio Roberto and Alex Song in the starting lineup, with Montoya, Teni Edvay and Grimaldo. So it's only myself, Piazzon and Jan Vertonghen, other than the goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen, that actually retain their starting lineups, or starting positions for this game in the starting lineup. There we go. So we'll try and get a win then in La Liga in the same manner that we did in the Copa del Rey, and we'll see if we can come away with another 3 points. Vallecano got a free kick in a really dangerous position at the beginning of the first half. 4 minutes in, it's when we scored our goal. Surely not. I thought it was going to fly into the back of the net. Blimey. We scored our goal in the first game against Albacete after 4 minutes, and they came just inches away from scoring one in the opening 4 minutes here via Vallecano. It was a really well-worked free kick, and if Niederlechner had been able to direct that slightly better, then that could have been 1-0 to the home side. Kiei into Niederlechner. Man running on the overlap. Here's Mbaba in the box for Vallecano. Squares it back to... Wow, Niederlechner, who again misses the target. That one a lot easier than the initial free kick set piece. But I don't know why Mbaba didn't try and take a shot himself. Clearly not fancying himself in that position. But Niederlechner's had 2 great opportunities to give Rayo Vallecano the lead. They just won't find the target. Sergio Roberto into Maxwell Cornet. Good touch. Roberto's under pressure here, but he's worked that about well, and we'll quickly get this to Lucas Piazzon, who's in behind-ish. He's turned inside a couple of the defenders, so Lucas Piazzon in the box. He's gone for the shot, and Fabricio makes a good save at the near post. Lucas Piazzon choosing to go solo there, rather than look for myself or Cornet in the box. Great strike. Keeper does well to react there at his near post. Sergio Roberto, I think it is, that's taking the corner. That's going to be straight at the keeper. That's a waste. That's a waste. Never mind. Our first chance of the game has come and gone, but unfortunately we weren't able to take it. Strong header there, though. Jan Vertonghen brings that down. Sergio Roberto finds me. First touch to get me away from the defenders. I'm going to look for a cross here. Try and pick out a teammate. I'm trying desperately, but it's going to be a goal kick because I got out-muscled. Grimaldo with a throw. Quickly gets it to Lucas Piazzon. He's going to turn. I'll call for it here and he'll give it to me. We'll go for the spectacular. We've tried it. Oh, and it wasn't far away. Trying to bend it into that far bottom corner. Same as the Vallecano efforts, though. I can't find the target. Lucas Piazzon with the only chance of the entire game that's actually been on target so far. Oh, wasn't far away, though. You can see the bend and whip on it there from that final replay. Very good effort, but 0-0 at half-time. Free kick for Vallecano. EC has just come on for Cisse to take it, and Montoya, though, heads that away. I called for a through ball there. I'll call for it again, this time from Maxwell Cornet. He's going to get it to me. There is a man making moves on the far side, but I'm going to go to Cornet here, who's in behind, and there's a man waiting for the ball in the middle. If he could just... What sort of pass was that? Never mind, it may still end in a chance. No, it hasn't. My guy is doing 17 roly-polies, and we're going to get up again. Why did he try and pull that back? There was a man, I think it was Christian Teo, just waiting waiting in the box, unmarked, on his own, and he tried to pull it back to like the 25-yard mark to someone else that was clearly being well marked by the defenders that were flooding back in support. Strange decision from Maxwell Cornet there. Yedvai into me. We just brought on Busquets. Not really the option we needed to bring on, to be honest. We need an attacking creative player. Busquets gives it to Cornet, and that sums up all of Barcelona's attacking in this game. Maxwell Cornet, for some reason, I don't know, maybe he was watching Luis Suarez in the last game, just having a quick first-time swing at it from the edge of the box, and it goes well wide. Play that out wide to the man waiting. Sergio Roberto into Messi. Messi looking for the man through the middle. Suarez! Messi and Suarez linking up for our best chance of the game so far in the 93rd minute. It's going to be a 0-0 draw here against Rayo Vallecano. The rotation players here at Barcelona, not good enough, it has to be said. Although, to be fair, they don't see any first-team football. Players like Grimaldo and Maxwell Cornet, Lucas Piazon, Christian Teo, etc., they find themselves extremely rarely on the team sheet. So it's not necessarily a massive surprise that they underperformed, but still, it is disappointing. We get a 0-0 draw there from that one against Rayo Vallecano. Then look at all those everything here, all misses from Vallecano, apart from the Fabricio save, and then my miss that was that whip shot that went wide. I didn't actually want to select that. We want to go to advance. But again, the opposition having close to 60% possession here. I did up it to world class for today's episode, and well, the standard of finishing from the opposition was again just as bad as it was on professional. Vallecano had 7 shots in that game, and none of them were on target. None. So it doesn't seem to matter what the difficulty level is set to. The opposition are just really bad. I might start to fiddle with the sliders, but I feel really uncomfortable when going into the sliders because I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to ruin the way that the game plays. So we'll try it out on. Well, I presume we're not going to be selected for Anderlecht, by the way, so we'll just sim this. I'll try it on World Class again for the next episode, and then maybe, depending on how that goes, we'll try it perhaps on Legendary for the episode after that. But I don't think it's going to work. We'll have to wait and see. I may end up having a fiddle with the sliders. Dani Alves and Sandro getting the goals in a 2-0 win over Anderlecht, so we continue to do well in the Champions League. Not that we were actually involved in it. Mascherano suspended after getting sent off for 2 yellow cards. The next game will be against, is that Valladolid? I actually don't recognise the badge. We'll find out in a minute. It's not Valladolid, I don't think. Las Palmas. Is it Las Palmas? We've been selected for the international friendlies. It is Las Palmas. Well, we'll play that at the beginning of the next episode. Again, bit of a rotated side. Yedvai, Piazon, Vidal, Poco, but Suarez is in there, I'm in there, Busquets is in there, Vertonghen and Alves and ter Stegen and Jordi Alba. So it's going to be a strong enough team, I suppose. We are currently 9th in the La Liga table. Real Madrid back up to 3rd now after a good run of form, and Valencia are the side that lead the way, although we could have been top had we been able to get the win against Vallecano there. But never mind, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't to this point to ensure you don't miss out on any further content. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links are in the description down below, but for now, I'll see you next time.